guys, so long time no see. I'm going to really quickly so I can get into what this video is actually about. Maybe not take like 30 minutes to finish the story up or take like 2 more videos to finish the story up. I did cut my hair, like completely cut it off. But that's because here in like 2 days I'm going to go to Florida and my hair is very thick, of course very dark. Florida weather plus that would equal not a fun time. So, decided to just chop it all off. Just go ahead and chopping it all off. So, it was like 18 inches that I chopped off. Yeah, and that was kind of a lot. So, yeah. But I like it. I enjoy it. And enough of the minute of rant with that. Let's get on to my roommate for Mel. So, as I said in the last video, this is where we get into what really drove me out of that place. Let me just tell you verbatim. Of course, I'm looking down my phone. I also got a new phone. Dropping it. I also got a new phone. So if I keep looking down, that's why. And if you guys see and it's like, that's different from the last video, that's why. Pretty much, let's start off first what she said because that's where it starts off. She's like, can we keep the window open always because I have asthma and I can't wake up like that again. So I had shut the window because I was freezing. And if you go back and watch my last videos about it, I slept right underneath the window. So I was going to freeze. And even if like we moved it where I was across the room, I was still going to freeze. I knew that. So she's like, I can't wake up like that again. Somehow she woke up like horribly with an asthma attack or something crazy like that. Like, I need fresh air or else my throat and lungs get super clogged up. I said, well, for now I can handle it because this was like October, November. I don't know if yeah, this was around October when she started saying this. So, of course, it's hot, cold. You never really know what's going to do at that point in time. So, sure, I don't care. I can just add on an extra blanket because it's not like freezing. It's not snowing or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't care if we have the window open. I can just throw on a blanket if I get cold. And that's pretty much what I said. But when it gets cold outside, I need you to, like, we need to close the window. I cannot handle the window being open all the time. She's like, okay. So that, and then I come back in here, and I was like, you know, I can't handle it when it gets, like, super cold out, like, in November, December. And the night before, I had asked her once, like, not to have the light on at all. Like, I cannot sleep at all with the light on. So, the night before this, she had her desk lamp on. She had another lamp on. So, I was up until 2 in the morning when she finally left, and I got up and shut off the window. Or shut off the lights. Well, accidentally. It really was an accident. I'm not like being like, accidentally, ha ha ha. Accidentally, I was texting her and my boyfriend at the same time. I was ranting to him, not realizing that I was texting her until I sent it. And then I was like, shoot. So, I sent my bed and you and I, because this was like another half of the message, which I don't realize how like that happened. I don't know. Oh, he asked me a question. I don't remember the question at this moment in time, and I can't look back to see it. But it was like, he asked me a question. I was like, my bed. That was the answer to the question. I was like, you and I. My bed, you. That was the answer. And then I was like, and I thought we had the light situation dealt with, but I have to talk to her again about it because I need my sleep. I was so pissed last night. I was like, sorry, wrong number. I was talking to Conan about, like, next year or something random like that. And she kind of goes off, like, if you wanted me to turn off the light, you should have said something. and texted me if you didn't want to get up and turn off yourself. Which, that's not the thing. I didn't want the light on it at all. And it's not really like I didn't want the light on at all. I couldn't handle the light on at all. So, there's a difference with that. And she's like, I forgot, honestly, sorry about that. I was trying to do my homework in the room, but I couldn't focus. I moved out to the lodge. I didn't think it was going to bother you because I thought you were already asleep. But I really do need the fresh air, even if the window's open a crack. Her crack is like this. A crack is like that. If that. It's more like this. But her crack was literally, here's the window. Okay? Here's her crack. My crack would be, here's the window, here's a crack. Hers was like 2 times that. And a couple times I did get petty and like completely locked the window. And then left the room. Like, she woke me up moving my bed, trying to get the window to unlock. Couldn't figure it out for some unknown reason. She wasn't smart enough to figure out how to unlock a window that was ours the whole entire year, or whole entire semester. I don't know why she couldn't figure out how to unlock the lock. And then, I just left and went out to the lodge and slept there. After going to the bathroom and crying, because I was an emotional wreck that night. I'm an emotional person. Let's just say that. And I got, like, very much anxiety from this girl. Anyways, she's like, we could switch sides, but, because I don't mind being by the window, but you mind being by the door. Because if you knew that our room set up, there was bars on the window, so no one could get in that way, even if you had the window open. But our door locked weird, so you could still get in with it being locked. So I was not very comfortable with that. I'm just like a weird person. Like, now, here's my bed, there's my door. That I'm fine with, because you have to literally get through 6 doors to get to this part of the house. And if you've gotten that far, you're fucking crazy. I mean, that's just my opinion. Anyways, and she's like, I don't know why that's important for you to be by the window instead of by the door. Security reasons. That's only why. And she's like, you need to communicate a lot more if you couldn't sleep, because I thought you were. If you were awake the whole entire time I was in there, you should have said something. And turn off the need adjustments, or turn it off from tell me to go to the lodge or something like that. I'm like, honestly, I was too tired to say anything. And me, I am the kind of person, I know you can't really tell now because I'm doing the story time, but you know what? I just want other college students to see what you may go through. So, me saying not, if I feel like I'm getting so mad that I cannot say something like, hey, please go to the lodge, or hey, please turn off that light, or hey, please do this. If I'm going to literally roll over and start cussing you out, or I feel like I'm going to, I don't say anything. Because I don't like confrontation. I am a whole person of, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. That's just my personality. That's just how I am. So I told her that pretty much in a whole long paragraph instead of that. And she's like, well, also remember that the heat will be on when the window is cracked. Yes, the heat will be on, but also there's cold air coming in, so it's going to be freezing in here. And she's like, oh, I had it on 24/7 last year. If you go back and watch my previous videos, she said that she had an air conditioning in her window all year last year. How can you have the window cracked and have the air conditioning all year? I mean, that's just, maybe I'm dumb, but, I mean, yeah, you could have the air conditioning running, but she literally says 24/7 last year, and I slept with I had the window cracked 24/7 last year. Okay. You can't have the window cracked in the air conditioner. That was just, there was no way. Because I had air conditioner my first year for, like, the first semester, and it was raining cold air because we didn't know how to turn off because we just got there in like January, and then finally someone came in and took it out, and that was better. I mean, sometimes we had the window open because we didn't know how to turn off the furnace either. We could have asked somebody, but me and my other roommate were like, not the people. We were not social butterflies. How about that? So normally it was like, we'd call our boyfriends and be like, can you like come here and do this please? That would just be us. Anyways. And she's like, the heater warmed my feet, and then the cold was like in my lungs or something crazy like that. So it was fine. And then like an hour later, she's like, I'm coming back to the room a nap from 4 to 7. So I'm going to be heading back there soon. So I stayed in the room for that hour. And then from 1 till 3, I think, I stayed in there because I didn't want to see her. So I texted my best friends like, hey, can you come get me? Like, and then at midnight, I texted her and called her because I didn't have my key because I left it in the room like a dum-dum. I was like, and then 2 days later, I came back, and then I said my half brother's here soon. She's like, I'm not even in the room. She's like, tell me when everyone's gone. The day later, because I had over like my boyfriend, my best friend, and one of their friends, or one of my boyfriend's friends. And then those two left because he had to do homework because he also lived on campus, and she had to go put her child down for bed. So it was just me and Conan. I was like, hey, if you want to get a shower, come on now, because me and Conan are about to leave for Walmart. Also, go check out the last video, because I had told her almost the exact same thing verbatim. Hey, me and Conan are going someplace, so you can go get in the shower now. She was fine with that one. But this one, oh no. She's like, I can't get my laundry done at all with this. This is so disrespectful. I'm not going to be told when I can and cannot take a shower when you've had people in the room all dang day. I'm not going to base my schedule around you and your friends. And I'm not going to be woken up by the smell of a baby and its poop. You fell asleep with a baby in the room. What do you think the baby's going to do? You think the baby's going to just be there and not cry, not poop, not pee, not need food, nothing? Like, how dumb can you be? How dumb? She's like, I can't handle a baby pooping in the room or rattling. You know, I'm not a mother yet, so I can't handle that stuff. Lord help your children. Lord help your future children. Because if you can't handle it now, let's just say you can't learn patience. And then I kind of off, like, I'm not telling you when you can and can't take a shower. I'm just telling you when he's going to be gone. If you choose to wait till he's completely gone, that's up to you. But I'm telling you, we're going to be here for a little bit. We're going to be out for a little bit. You can go get your shower now, and then maybe you can take do your laundry later, like you normally like to do. And then I kind of just said the same thing that I said to you guys, that if you fall asleep with the baby in the room, guess what? It's going to play, it's going to poop, it's going to do all this stuff. You either get a baby rattling or a baby crying. Which would you rather? And this is the kind of girl that would set 5 alarms and sleep through them all because she didn't hear it. But she heard a baby rattling. All I'm saying is that you be a little bit more considerate. I don't play music or have lights on when you sleep, so I prefer you not do anything when I'm asleep. I give you your space even though I wish I could be lounging in. I don't get to see any of my friends till winter break, so why should you, pretty much. she said that we should talk about how many people are in and out of the room during the week, because she'd like have some people in the room. She had a person in the room once, and what I mean by in the room, they walked in, she grabbed some stuff for her class or something, and walked out with her friend. Like, her friend came in, I, like, did small talk-ish, and then they left. That's not having your friends over. Having your friends over is, like, you guys playing a board game, you guys playing cards, you guys watching TV, you guys doing that stuff. You guys coming and changing and going, or something like that. But it's not like, here's my roommate, bye. It's like, that's not having your friends over at all. Then she's like, bye, wait till you're gone to have people over because I respect you. When have I ever, I never told her in person nor on the text messages, which you guys can go back and hear. I never once said that she cannot have people over at all. Because I don't care if you have people over. My other roommate, the one that, like, I completely liked, she had her boyfriend over every single day. They had friends coming in and out. Didn't care. They had even one friend stay the night, and I didn't care. Because I don't care if you have people over. I really, really don't. Like, that's... If you're going to have your boyfriend over and you want the room to yourself, girl, text me and I'll be in the lounge, or I'll be at the library, or I'll be somewhere else. And that's up to you. If you want me gone, great, I'll text you. Text me when you're ready for me to come back, pretty much. And she's like, I'll be in the room at some point tonight. I was like, okay. And then next day. Yeah, the next day, she's like, I told you why I need the window open and cracked. It's for health reasons. I'm not breaking it up. I have asthma. Last year I had an air conditioning, which was loud because I couldn't breathe. There it is again. So you had the window open all year last year, and then the air conditioning all year last year. Like, how can you have both? Someone please tell me how you can have both. But this year I couldn't afford it, so I'm stuck with the window. I don't want to have it open, but I need to. So if you truly can't sleep with the window barely cracked, again, barely cracked, we need to talk to the RA and see what can happen. You haven't even responded to the fact that we need to talk about the guests and the frequency of how often the guests are in the room. I'm a fair person, and I've adjusted my lifestyle for you. What lifestyle have you adjusted? Like, I am a very, very easygoing person. There's 3 things I wished that you did not do. Lights on while I'm asleep, music on while I'm asleep, and window open when it's cold outside. Those are the 3 things I asked, which I don't think any of those are really bad thing to have to ask for. Like, you can put headphones in your ears if you want to listen to music while you're asleep. I do when I'm talking to my boyfriend on FaceTime. That's what I did all the time. I put headphones in my ears, and that was great. You want lights on when you're asleep? Great. Guess what? Have it where I can't see it when I'm asleep. I mean, that would just be a logical thing to do. And the window open, that one kind of was not negotiable. So she says I need to have the same respect for her. And I think that was the night that I unlocked the window. So I was like, that was the night that I slept in the lodge. And she's like, I'm not going to wake up to barely sleep in the day. I was like, I don't really want to sleep in the lodge, but I do think we need to talk to the RA about the window. And honestly, I don't have that many friends in the week. Conan once, maybe twice. Then my mom and half-brother, so if you count that, since they're helping me move my stuff from the car to the room, like clean laundry and groceries. Those are the 2 things that they're helping me load and unload from the car to the room. and vice versa. Because, like, dirty laundry back home. And then we leave, and then my best friend comes once a month, and that's about it. And she's like, well, I don't care about your mom or your half-brother. I understand they need to help you. It's mainly your friend and Conan. I'm like, okay. Conan comes over a lot. Once or twice a week. That's not a lot. Like, again, I had a roommate that had her boyfriend over every single day. Did I complain? No. Did I care? No. And so I did. I changed in the bathroom. That's all I did. Yes, did I change my lifestyle for him? A little bit, because I'd rather change in my room, but it didn't bother me that much to change in the bathroom. And she's like, that needs to be cut down, and the baby needs to, like, not be in here at all. Like, I'm not a mother, so I shouldn't be expected to be one. And she's like, the dad, I'm guessing, like, you don't know the situation. And I think she met them, too, when she fell asleep. I was like, this is our friend. Let's call him Josh. This is our friend Josh. Well, I didn't say, oh, this is... I'm trying to think of giving my best friend a name. Starts with the first letter of her name. Not using a name I've already used. So that's the only name that's popping up in my head right now. Aubrey. We're going to go with Aubrey. I didn't go, this is... Echo, stop. Echo, turn off. Right on? Thank you. Sorry, I made Echo right there, and for some reason turned on. Or Amazon over there, and for some reason turned on. I didn't say this is Aubrey's boyfriend, or I didn't say this is Bob's dad. I said this is our friend Josh. What gave you the idea of that was Bob's father? I don't know. And she's like, I'm pretty sure you're only allowed to have one person per room. No. You're allowed to have one person per night in your room. That is past 11 o'clock. No, that's past midnight. You're allowed to have up to 3. And a baby does not count as a person. Well, in that type of situation, a baby does not count as a person. I was like, no, you're allowed to have 4. Okay, it was 4 people per day. And 1 person spending the night. And I already told you he was not the dad. He's a friend of ours, again, and we don't see often. And she's like, you already told what to who? I was like, I already told you that he's not the dad. She's like, well, you need to tell me when they're coming over so I can plan my life around it. I was like, okay, well, Cohen's coming over and we're going with his family, so we won't be in the room but for a few minutes. So we can't talk to the RA. I was like, he won't be here till around 7, so if you can work your life around that, then that's perfect. And I was like, and we talked to the RA. She didn't even say anything about the guests because she knows I'm right. You can have up to 4 people during the day, and 1 person span the night. And then, and honestly, that was if you were signing people in, meaning like if they were after midnight, like they came in. In reality, you could if it was before midnight, you could have people in. Like you'd have however many people you wanted to stay. I just completely lost it. Okay, I found it. So we talked to the RA. She says nothing about the guests. She knows I'm right. And then we talk about the window, and Lara's pretty much, well, since her health, even though I say that she should have had a doctor's note to use the I have asthma thing, which one, I never seen her take an inhaler, and two, she actually said that I took her inhaler when we were moving out, which I never saw an inhaler at all. So I don't know why she said I took her inhaler. Strange. Anyways, I was like, you know what, just have a heated blanket. That's all you need. Because I'll be fine. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just do that. I was like, hey, I'm back. She's like, okay, I'm sorry for the mess. I was like, okay, half brother's coming in, remember. And then I was like, are you coming back tonight? No. Pretty much just back and forth with that. And then I gave her a notice, like, hey, Conan's coming up around 1:30, and we'll be leaving around 2:30. She's like, okay. When do you think you'll be back? Actually, we're back now, and I'm taking a quiz, so he'll be in the room. How long is he going to be in there today? Because I want to take a nap and a shower, and I don't get off class till 4. Till 3:30 at the latest, because we're have to get his brothers. And then she's like, okay, how long will you be once you leave? I was like, actually 4, because it's already 3:20, 3:30. It's already 3. So 35 minutes. All I'm saying is I don't want him in the room all day and all night. Because I want to shower and nap. And maybe even have a guy over. I don't know. I was like, okay. She's like, I'm going to strip and shower. I'm going to take like an hour-long shower. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, we're heading back. Tell her where we're back. And she's like, did you leave because I'm back? I was like, no. And I'm like, he's gone. And more, hey, are you back? No, I'm coming back now. And then we're getting towards the end, so there's one more fight that comes up. So pretty much I'm just going to skip over through the coming back forth, that stuff over. Okay, the 29th of November kind of came over. She's like, please open the window. I'm about to take the shower. I don't know when your parents are coming, blah, blah, blah. That stuff. Okay. So, the 10th of December, Cone came over, and she's like, can you guys please leave the window open, blah, blah, blah. And then, and 2 days later, we were packing up, and she pulls out her suitcase, and I guess she's like, I know you guys did something with my suitcase, because it stinks. Like, how the room smells all the time when you're there, da-da-da-da-da. And she pretty much was saying that me and Conan fucked on her suitcase. That's pretty much what she's saying, and sent a picture. Well, I messaged her back saying, that looks like someone spilled juice or pop on your suitcase. Because that doesn't dry like that. I pretty much was like, I did not have sex in, on, or around your suitcase. She's like, are you aware of how this room smells, da-da-da-da-da. The room smells like it always does. And it smells different when I'm gone, because only you're there and you can only smell yourself. Then, I was like, that's your only excuse of the room smelling is because you want the window open. This is where she, like, completely went off. She's like, 1, I do have asthma, so stop trying to dismiss it like I don't. 2, I need fresh air because you pretty much don't clean yourself. That's something. She's like, in the beginning, she's like, oh, I'm not a rude person at all. Sweetheart, I need to tell you what rude means. And she's like, I know it's not my nose acting up because it smells different when you leave. And then I just did not text her at all because I knew I wasn't going back. She's like, we need to figure out how next semester because I can't deal with this stuff. Like, one of us needs to move out. You can't tell me how to live my life. My room is supposed to be a relaxing experience, but with you it's not. It's literally dreadful. We need to figure it out because I need a new place to live if you're coming back. And then January 2nd was like, so I've been doing a lot of praying and reflecting this year, and I'm sorry for accusing you of all these things. I want this new year to start off clean and wonderful. I won't hold any grudges. Forgive me for my rudeness. We need to figure out what's best. And she's like, hey, back, are you coming back? And that's all of that. Give me 1 minute because there's more.